Hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm feeling drawn to pull another collective reading. After the dust has settled, we're going to take a look at your person, what they're dealing with, what they're going through. Let's take a look. Reading for the collective, please. Coming apart, meeting you was unexpected. You changed their whole world forever, feeling lost as they lose their old identity. Watching you. They've been watching your social media to see what you post and get clues to know how to approach you. Okay, this isn't an invitation to perform on your social media platform because they're just being a spectator, an audience, so don't try and entertain a clown. A clown? Where did that come from? Not a clown, a ghost. Somebody's watching from the bushes. Dang. Ancestral karma. They are clearing negative ancestral patterns that were passed down through generations. Don't rush the journey. So they may be looking at themselves, reflecting on how maybe their traditional beliefs, their religion, their limited beliefs, and on how a relationship should look. Look being the functional word here, on the outside, and how they actually act behind closed doors. Okay, you've got the player here. This resonates with the in separation reading, part 1, that I got. These cards. The player lifestyle that wants to find everything they did has stopped looking enticing ever since they met you. So you might want to go back and take a look at that reading. I just posted it earlier today. Okay, solitude. Yeah, they're feeling alone. Let me give these cards a good shuffle. Unseen factors. There's more to this love story, though you cannot see it now. There's still much more to unfold. Unspoken love. They've been carrying a torch for you all alone, but unable to confess their love due to their fear of rejection. Well, again, that's their projections, right? So whatever they're dealing with, if they don't come back correct, they know that they've got to do some work in order to come right, come back with the right attitude, change perspective, change behaviour and consistency. Permanent mark. You left a permanent mark on their heart that can't be erased. Even if they tried, you will always be remembered. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the collective. How is their person viewing them right now? Okay. You've got anxiously waiting. They search for you in everything, feel you everywhere, always in the back of their mind, hoping they run into you. So this person's sticking around. They're lurking in your energy, and they may even live still locally. They haven't gone far, because they're hoping that they'll run into you. Okay, divine blueprint. They're going within to find their higher purpose and discover the meaning of life and this connection. So yeah, that is aligned with the permanent mark that you've left on their heart. Separation. They're focusing on their own personal journey and choosing not to focus on love because there is nothing to give. Well, that answers a lot of questions. And telepathy. The telepathy you share cannot be ignored. Your words are slowly leaving imprints upon their heart. There's that word imprint again. And losing battle. You're fighting a losing battle against your opposition. Don't downgrade yourself. Play at your level, not theirs. So if it's been tit for tat, like if you go quiet, I'm going quiet. If you make me feel jealous, or I'm going to make you feel jealous. So don't get pulled into those dramatic games. Like, play at your own level so that you respect yourself at the end of the day. And they'll have more respect for you because you're teaching them how to act. So we have creeping doubt, hesitation, skepticism and pessimism, and the final dance, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games. Yeah, so these games that they're playing, if you keep it at your level, you're the one in control of, you know, how it unfolds, whether it gets nasty, turns dramatic, and things are said that you just can't take back, or actions are made, actions that you can't take back, like bow out gracefully, or just, you know, quietly turn around and walk the other way. Sacred cycles, let go of the old, honour the cycle you're in, what goes around comes around. Yeah, that's the exact reason why you don't play people's games, because what goes around comes around, and it comes down to your intentions. Okay, the Knight's Tale, chivalry and offer of love, old-fashioned values. Yeah, this person's values in a relationship, or their traditional beliefs, hit a wall. Because basic human decency and respect far outweighs traditional beliefs and values. Twin flame, yes, they are your twin flame, yin and yang. Life forever changed. Now, the twin flame journey can mean that you've met this person for a reason, and that reason may be a karmic lesson that is really hard to learn. It could be the lesson of letting go, and it could be the lesson of walking away even though you love somebody, or you still feel attached and a strong magnetic pull to them, which is one of the hardest lessons to learn. But twin flames, yeah, they're not all roses and sunshine. Okay, the final dance. Again, last chance, all or nothing, not playing games. So this person's ruminating. Let's see what comes out for you, collective, in regards to your person. Messages for the collective, please. What do they need to know about the person on their mind? Okay, that is enough. Safe place, feels like home, sense of security and comfort zone. A big heart, genuine love, kind, loving and generous, can be trusted with your heart. Yeah, this could be a new person coming in, or somebody realizing what they've lost. You were a safe place for them. They were able to open up and be themselves and be vulnerable and not feel judged. Calm storm, not fazed by it, self-controlled, not reacting to negativity. Now this is the energy that you want to embrace. And it can also mean that your person is going through a tough emotional situation, feelings coming up and overwhelming them, and trying to look fine on the outside. Okay, Beauty and the Beast. Major differences. Feeling love. Life is cursed. Desperately looking for true love. Even though you two were different, like you sort of complemented each other. And I'm not romanticizing red flags, but because you were such a safe place for this person, you accepted them without judgment, and you may have given them more rope, you know, let things go when you should have said something, swept things under the carpet until the pink elephant in the room started making noise, and it just became louder and louder, and you had to address the elephant in the room. Okay, Sacred Emerald. Divine love, receiving abundance, heart chakra activation. Yeah, I feel like somebody, either you or the other person, is opening up yourself to acknowledge these this emotional turmoil and maybe opening up to new possibilities in love, whether this is reconciliation or not. It's almost like somebody's waking up from out of a sleep. And magical gateway, go for it, on the right path, wonderful new beginning. Yeah, this definitely, these cards have a touch of destiny, fate, and a new beginning. So we're going to take a look at the tarot and see if this is a reconciliation reading from their perspective, or whether they're opening up to new possibilities in the realms of emotions, new beginnings. Let's take a look, collective. You've got the Eight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Okay, initially straight after the breakup, separation, or no contact, once the dust has settled, somebody's moving away, taking their bags, packing the bags, and gaining some distance from the situation. And at first they feel, they have a sense of liberation, like, yay, I can like be free, do what I want, have some fun, breathe. Like, they feel liberated in some type of way. Like, did it get heavy or way too serious? Let's see. Eight of Cups, Four of Wands. I get the feeling that this person moved. Whether they moved towns, whether they moved because of a job, whether they moved because they were kicked out. Let's keep going. Strength card. There's still desire, passion, almost like a primal connection. I'm also getting a sheep in wolf's clothing. Energy from that strength card. Like, you've seen somebody's true colours and they're not who you thought they were. This is player energy, Knight of Wands. So, loving their newfound freedom and taking it to the next level. They want desire, passion, and hate to say it, but this is rebound energy. It's love, desire, lust without commitment. You've got the full new beginning. So for some of yous, this is a reading about separation, but also a severing of ties and looking to the future with a new perspective, with or without this person. Let's take a look. What is their energy towards the collective right now? Working on themselves, distracting themselves with work, keeping busy, trying to live in the moment, working on projects. I see this as a distraction though. What are their feelings towards the collective, please? Hanged Man, Ten of Wands. Yeah, what I'm picking up is that it became stagnant. They got bored and it became heavy because they weren't having those serious conversations. Like, energy flows, and once you hold on too tightly or you're not giving to a situation, of course it's going to go stagnant. Of course it's going to feel like a burden because you're not refreshing the energy, not communicating. This person feels burdened, like the connection got stagnant. I mean, I'm not blaming anybody here, but it takes two to tango. And it's like they weren't taking care of their responsibilities at home or within the relationship, and it just built up. They probably didn't share what they were going through, didn't communicate that they felt a type of even tied or bound to an outcome. But now they're really feeling stuck. It's like if they thought they were stuck between a rock and a hard place now, before, I mean, now they're still trying to distract themselves with, you know, from the real issues. What are their feelings? One more card for their feelings towards the collective, please. What is your person's feelings towards you, collective? I'm asking, Spirit. The Sun. This is optimism, grace. It's regeneration, it's life-giving force. They feel energized, revitalized. I mean, even if it wasn't you that they shared their burdens with, they're sharing it with somebody. Okay, who's in their energy right now? That's what I want to know. Who is in their energy right now? Well, that's the question that leads me to think. And it could be just they've had discussions with their friends and they've got a newfound perspective. One where there's hope. Something that's illuminated some type of hidden or buried truth. Something that they couldn't share. That's what I'm getting. Ace of Wands. New passionate beginning. Okay. Got Justice card, Knight of Cups, Five of Cups, and the Two of Wands. And the energy surrounding them. So yeah, they may have moved on and tried to make changes in another connection. I mean, I'm not seeing it here, but they definitely have poured their heart out to somebody. Could be a Libra. Somebody with a balanced view, an objective perspective. Well, let's keep going. What is the next actions this person will take towards the connection, if any? Yeah, I see somebody dropping their burdens, opening up to somebody that they may have been attracted to. And it looks like either this didn't work out how they planned, but this person helped them through a very difficult time, which was the ending of the relationship with you, or the separation, or like it looks like they took solace in somebody else's arms. I mean, you've got the Ace of Wands here. Next actions this person will take towards the collective, please. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. They opened up to somebody about their troubles with you, and then it looks like they caught feelings, and it may have been physical, may have turned physical. So if they acted a lot different and you picked it up, and it led to confusion, even actions that didn't line up. Let me see first before I say anything. High Priestess. Yeah, you picked up on a change of behaviour or an energy shift. Eight of Cups, sorry. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Swords and Page of Cups. Yeah, this person was playing around, acting shady, taking their time with you, which led to them leaving. Damn. Okay, this has got rebound energy written all over it. But it's unsustainable, it's insubstantial, it's surface level lust. And again, it could be just a distraction from what's really going on. Like they may be using another connection to distract themselves from having to deal with the burdens and the confusion that they caused, which led to a separation with you. But even that's come to an end, and they've walked away from that as well. The same sneaky behaviour, and on to the next shiny thing. Like, batter up, who's next? What? No. I do not like this at all. I mean, you've got somebody who's walked away towards their Nine of Cups to somebody, could be a Leo or a Libra, who helped them through difficult times, or a listening ear or a shoulder to cry on. And then somebody caught feelings, even though it wasn't like long term. But even that ended in tears, and they're back to square one. They didn't want to leave you. And it's almost like you're sitting over here observing the whole thing. Jinkies. I don't know if I'll post this. But let's take a look. What do I want to clarify? Let's clarify the Sun card. Who is this? Who is this Leo person who lit them up like the sun, brought happiness back into their poor, miserable life? I'm getting sarcastic now, but I don't like the way that this person handled it. I really don't. Ace of Wands again, 10 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, this was a spark that was lit, and they sought emotional contentment and fulfillment elsewhere. Because when they got home, it was like they had to walk on eggshells. And I don't know whether that's just from guilt, from playing the field, or whether it whether they shared that particular scenario with this Leo person. But it's like happy families. But having somebody at home, the audacity. What did they think was going to happen? Show me this Justice card. Justice card, please. The Magician in reverse. That can be sneaky behaviour as well. It can be manipulation, like a trickster, sleight of hand. Got the Death card. Okay, some type of balance has been restored here, and it meant an ending to shady behaviour. Clarifying the Justice card is the Magician, the Death card, and the Five of Cups again. Okay, Judgment. Justice and Judgment. This is a balancing out of yin and yang, cause and effect. I mean, what you put out is what you're going to get back, right? As above, so below. This person was acting shady. I mean, having conversations that they should have been having with you. Somebody cut the cord. That's enough of that. Even if it was the universe that stepped in and brought about this ending. And now this person's sad. Like, all I can hear is, what were you thinking? Like how did you think this was going to unfold? Sneaky behaviour. I mean, the Magician fell in reverse. That's trickster energy. Sleight of hand is like, I'll distract you over here while I'm doing something else over there. But they got called out with the Judgment card. This is a wake-up call. Show me the Hanged Man when they were still in the relationship with the collective. Show me the Hanged Man. Okay, we've got 4 cards there. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay, this is what somebody chose at the end of the day. What do they choose? 10 of Swords behaviour. Backstabbing. Betrayal. The Fool. Acted a fool. Okay. 3 of Pentacles. Collaborating with others. Plotting, scheming. And the 7 of Swords again. Okay, bottom line, collective. This person did something that they knew would hurt you. They knew they were doing something wrong, and they did it anyway. 10 of Swords. They didn't just do it once. This may be a repeated pattern. And if you're feeling powerless or hopeless in this situation, don't. Because this person's going to be humbled. Because what goes around comes around, and you don't need any type of vindication, is that the word? You don't need any retaliation. You don't need to hit them where it hurts, because this ending was just the wake-up call that they needed. They took a risk. With the Fool card here, they took a giant leap, plotted, schemed behind your back, while neglecting the relationship that they chose. They chose to do this, the Emperor. And the reason why they were sneaky is because deep down they didn't want you to know. Because they knew what they were doing was wrong. What in the heck? And with the High Priestess here, you could tell. You picked up things, you heard certain conversations, whether this person was hiding their phone or just acting secretly. With with the High Priestess here, you knew what was going on, and that is the straight up truth. Heartbreak, ego death. This person's going to be humbled. Judgment. It was a huge wake-up call, and it's a clean slate for you. It's a rebirth. You're taking care of yourself now. I mean, this person was self-indulgent, thinking about themselves and only themselves and not the consequences. I don't know whether this person has taken accountability for their actions. I don't see that here. Oh my goodness. I am going to pull some cards for the potential future outcome for this person. The Fool again. Remember at the beginning of this reading I called them a clown? This person feels foolish. Not only because of what they've done, but because they got caught with their pants down. I don't know if I'm going to post this. Hopefully, if I do, and it resonates with you, it brings closure. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Tower. If the Tower didn't hit them before, it's about to now. You've got the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Witch. Yeah, they messed with the wrong one. Now they're in their head. Now they're wondering what to do, which chess pieces to move. They went from a king or a queen to a pawn. Now they're desperate. Now they're wondering what to do. I mean, they don't see a way through this mess. They're trapped, stuck in their head. And all they can think about is you. And you don't even have to do anything. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to post on social media. Just the fact that they can't and they don't have access to you is enough for their ego death and for the realization that they messed this whole thing up. That's their karma, and that's the outcome. They reap what they sow. Damn, collective. Okay, if this resonates with you, just know that you can only control how you respond to people's actions. You have no control over what they think of you and the actions that they take. That's their problem, and what they do with their life now is none of your business. How they think of you, how they feel about you now, it's none of your business. They made their bed and now they've got to lie in it. I mean, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and tick this up as a karmic lesson. Is like, damn, I see you. And your self-worth determines who's worthy of you. You know, just because somebody doesn't treat you the way you deserve to be treated, that has nothing to do with who you are, okay? I'm going to leave that there. That was rough, but there's a way through. So, take care of yourself. Actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to close this reading out with some oracle cards. Yeah. Closing messages for the collective, please. I really did not want to leave that. Leave this reading like that. You've got the Get Outdoors card. Never get so busy that you forget and enjoy the outdoors. You've got to avoid gossip, get rid of negative energy in your life, and don't let it steal your light. If anything, that is your takeaway moment. Get outdoors, never get so busy that you forget to enjoy the outdoors. Have a relaxing bath. Adding bath salts or lighting candles can help you restore yourself. Restoration. Exercise. Love yourself enough to exercise and enjoy the glow of good health. And awaken the witch. Look at that. Awaken your dormant potential and unlock your inner witch. Remember, what goes around comes around. That's the way energy works. Yeah, man, they messed with the wrong one. I love it. Thank you. Stay blessed.